How to develop charisma. Is it just me, or is everyone telling you nowadays to go live, it'll change your business forever, or go live, go live? Well, if you've ever wondered how to build your charisma so that you're confident on camera, well, I've got the rundown for you. So stay tuned because it's not what you think. In this video, we're going to cover the easiest way for you to build your charisma and your confidence on camera. I promise you, it has nothing to do with silly hats or fancy birds. Next, we'll dive into the mistakes that you're probably making when it comes to building your charisma. And finally, we'll cover how to turn your charisma into cash without being a slimy salesman. Let's get into it. Now, first and foremost, if you want to be more charismatic, you need to start changing the story that you tell yourself. So often we're building the story in our minds that is about how small we are, how people don't want to hear us, how people don't want to see us, how we are not worthy of sharing our messages with the world. But I'm here to tell you, stop telling yourself that lie. It's time to actually change the story you're telling yourself. What is it about what gets you jazzed up? What gets you passionate about something that is so exciting? What is it? I want you to uncover that little grain, that seed, and then I want you to nurture it. Because when we change our story and we start telling ourselves that we have a skill or a talent or a passion or a way of thinking that's actually going to change the world for the better, that's when we're able to unlock our charisma and become much more impactful in our life. So think about the story that you're currently telling yourself, and then find a way to change that story. And I'm not saying that you're going to be charismatic overnight, but what it will do is if you keep changing that story, tell yourself that new story every morning and every night, and eventually you're going to stop feeling like it's imposter syndrome, and you're going to actually become that person. So if you keep telling yourself the story that nobody wants to hear you and nobody wants to see you, well, that's the reality that's going to unfold and that's going to play out. But if you start telling yourself that you are confident and you are brave and the story you have for the world is really going to do something positive, you're able to get people great results. You have a new and excited way of thinking. Once you put that out into the world, you're actually going to start to see that change. You're going to start to collect those people around you that actually resonate with that same idea. People who see that same vision of the world are going to start connecting to you. You're going to start building that community. You're going to start building that tribe. So make sure that not only are you changing that story, but you have a place to record that so people can come along with the journey. Seeing someone change their life by changing the story they tell themselves is incredibly engaging content. So create your show, start showing up, serve your people, and build your confidence along the way. Now, before I get into any more charisma boosting strategies, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you are interested in building your authority, your influence, or your income online, you definitely want to be here for all of my weekly videos that cover those topics and more. We're about building businesses that are really going to change the world, and I want you along for that ride. Before I get on camera, I'm not always this excited and full of energy. I have a 3-step process that I follow every single time I get on camera because I want my best self. I want my energy, my charisma, and my enthusiasm to come through to my viewers on the other side. Hi. And so what I do is I follow this simple 3-step process, and I want you to start doing it too. First things first is to check in with your tribe, your people that are fueling you. I want you to connect with them, see what they're doing, see what their people are doing, and throw some ideas at them. Say, hey, man, I'm calling my shot. I've got this really awesome campaign I'm working on right now, and I want your input. Because when you have the input and the feedback of the people who you know are already supporting your ideas, that's going to help give you that level of confidence that's going to push past that imposter syndrome. When you have your ideas validated by people who you already look up to, you're going to have that boost in your confidence and that boost in your charisma as well. The second step in the process is to build up your playlist. I like to call it my hype list. So in this playlist, you're going to pick all of the songs that you like to listen to that are going to get you into that energetic state. You're not going to listen to the chill hop stuff that might make you fall asleep. Instead, you're going to listen to the things that get you excited, that play into you and get you smiling, get you all jazzed up, make you feel empowered. Because once you put your brain into that state, once you start dancing around to your music, your body gets into that state. Once you're all jazzed up, then you press record and your energy and enthusiasm are going to pour through that camera to your audience. And the third thing I like to think about before I press record is my armor. What am I actually wearing? So a lot of coaches will like to wear their own branded t-shirts, for example, because being part of their tribe gets them jazzed up. Or maybe you like to wear a certain kind of outfit, or maybe you're like me and you love to wear your pajama pants when you record. It doesn't matter, but wear something that's going to make you feel confident, that's going to make you feel energized, not something that is ill-fitting, not something that's a color you don't like. You want to make sure that your energy, your enthusiasm are pouring through that camera, and we do that by wearing something that makes us feel great. I'm curious, do you guys have any pre-game rituals? Do you have any particular pieces of clothing you like to wear? Or do you have any great hype up music? Because I love a good playlist. So help me put together a Visibility Hackers hype up playlist by dropping your suggestions in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I promised I'd talk about cash. So how do we turn charisma into cold, hard cash without feeling like a slimy salesman? Well, I've got the answer for you. All you have to do is show up for your people. I tell you this all the time. Build a show, build a stage, and they will come. Not quite. Build the stage, build the show, build the enthusiasm, and they will start being attracted to you. What I say is by having your show and showing up on a regular basis, testing out new hooks, new stories, new pieces of engagement, by connecting with your community on an authentic level, you're going to build a level of trust that's going to help convert people from casual listeners or casual viewers into raving fans. And once we have this community of raving fans who believe in you and your mission, or the idea that your movement is going to change the world, then once they are converted into raving fans, then we can begin to ascend them through our value ladder up into our different product and service offerings so that we can actually get them those tangible results. It doesn't matter where they are on your value ladder, but they can be served by serving them trust, by nurturing that relationship and building that sense of community. So my friends, what do I say? You gotta show up. If you're a visionary entrepreneur, a coach, a solopreneur, a course designer, it doesn't matter. If you have a great idea and you want to change the world with it, then I recommend you check out the Visibility Hacking Secrets training that's linked down below. It's absolutely free and it's going to give you all of the fundamentals you need to understand how to build your influence, your authority, and your income online in ways that are really going to connect with the right people. Click down below, grab that training. It's going to change it for your business, for your life, for your movement, but most importantly, it's going to help you change the world.